Hello, my name is Bill, and I wanted to present exactly what some of these companies are putting out. I'm saying it very vague for a reason, because I want everybody to keep an open mind about what they're about ready to see. I have the homepage up for Xfinity because that's the company I'm going to talk about right now. We have 4 phones on Xfinity Mobile, and it's very difficult to be able to figure out what the world you're being billed. I was doing an audit and I came back over and I log in to my account. This is my actual account. And it says $39.03, which is what they billed on my credit card. It's an auto pay. I want you to notice here, this says January 21. And even over here, it says $39.03. But they have to be able to provide you what they're actually billing you for. That way you can add it up if you wish. So here's the actual bill layout. Now notice here, it says paid January 21, 2020. The previous page did not give a year, but it is the exact same day. And you would have to assume that it's for the exact same billing. But this says 2703. Again, my credit card was charged 3903. The first page before you get to the details of the invoice said 3903. And you come in and you look at the total here and it says 2703. Now it's pretty ironic that it's $12 exactly different. But just to go and be fair, make sure that the addition is correct. So if we take the first line, which is $36, and then we take the next line down here, that's $10, and we total that, that's $46. Now let's subtract the actual discount, which is $26.84. That leaves $19.16. Now let's add the taxes to it. Oops. Hang on one sec. Messed up. 1916 plus 7.87. That equals 2703, which is at the bottom of the page as well. I've just added up their totals, and it comes up to 2703. When I go back, that's how much they charged me. So I called their support for billing, and I wanted them to explain to me why it's different. And the first person kept saying I was never billed or invoiced for 2703. And I said, but I was, because here's my invoice. And he said, no, you were billed 3903. After about the third time, I asked to talk to a supervisor, which, by the way, is extremely rude supervisor. I explained to him, and he's like, no, you were billed 3903. I said, no, you charged me 3903, but according to the invoice, it's 2703. He says, well, that doesn't show on my account, or on his screen. And I said, well, then send me what you have. He's like, I can't do that. So basically, they're telling me that I should have paid a certain amount, but they have no way of proving it. So I tell him I'm on the actual website, and it says 2703 for the invoice amount. And he said, well, you know, you get notifications by email. And I said, yes. And I asked him, do you get an invoice via your email? And he says, yes. And I said, no, you don't. You get a total. That's it. Which is why I have to go log in to go look at it. I said, so where do I see the breakdown of my billing? And he tells me online. And I said, that's kind of funny, because that's where I am. And the invoice shows 2703. Now, I just got off the phone with them, and I did call back, and I'm waiting on a call back from them because they were too busy to take my call. but I'm going to get to the bottom of it. But what I'm actually showing here, now whether or not there's just a mix-up on the way I'm reading this, which is why I wanted to do the video and actually show exactly what I see, but I don't know how much you can understand this. If this says it's auto-paid on January 21st, no year there, of course, like I said before, and it says it's going to bill me $39.03, and I go look at the actual statement, and it says here, paid January 21, 2020, and it has a whole different amount by $12. That seems to me like they stole $12 from me because they're not showing what I'm paying for. And their support has ignored the fact that this is the only thing you can see. And seeing how it's the only thing that you can see, it's the only thing you can make a decision on. But for them to sit there, two people, and tell me that no, I was billed $39.03, basically that's what I was invoiced. And after multiple attempts to get them to understand that the invoice that I see online does not match that, they kept saying it does. Some people will get so frustrated they'll just hang up and leave it because it's only $12. And even if it is a good deal to have 4 lines of cell service for, let's say, $55, you still should never overpay and let them get by with it. What you should do is hold them accountable to provide you with the facts about what you're paying for, as an audit trail for you to keep them honest. And I think I just found something that shows there's a disconnect between maybe 2 different systems they use, one that's internal for Xfinity Mobile and one they actually put on the website. That may be what this issue is. However, why I'm doing this video is I called them to talk to them about this, and they just told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Not in those words. They kept telling me, you don't understand, you were billed $39.03. And they said that, well, no, I have nothing that says $27.03. This is where everybody needs to be held accountable, and I encourage everyone to look at all the situations that you come across and make sure there's facts to back up whatever it is. This is not just Xfinity. It's not just paying bills. It deals with customer service. It deals with getting what you are expecting based on what is written, and holding people accountable, including businesses as well. I thank you very much. I hope this is helpful, and I hope that you guys hold companies like Comcast accountable for what they say. Thank you very much.